Hi everyone, welcome back. It's me, Oki. So today we want to talk about something, the growth mindset, and how it can change everything about your life. We are also going to be talking about how we can cultivate and develop this growth mindset. So, have you ever looked at someone achieving different goals in their lives and you thought, oh, maybe that person was just made that way, but I was not? That thought right there is all about the growth mindset. And we are going to be talking about how we can change our growth mindset for the better. So, what is the growth mindset? According to Carol Dweck, the growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. So there's something we call the fixed mindset. It is the mindset or the belief that things we came with, were born with, is what we actually should portray or should live with. So I'm going to cite an example. When we say, oh, I am a shy person, I'm naturally an introvert, so I cannot do public speaking, that is fixed mindset. But growth mindset will say, I wasn't born extroverted, so I will have to put in more effort, twice the effort, to learn public speaking. So you see the difference? Fixed mindset is totally different from growth mindset. Growth mindset can be developed and cultivated. So, the growth mindset is important, and this is why it matters. The growth mindset matters because it changes how you handle one, challenges. You begin to see challenges as opportunities to do things better, opportunities to do things differently, opportunities to simply try out different routines or just do something all over again. And number two, it changes how you see failure. You begin to view failure as feedback. You don't just see failure as the end of the road. You begin to see failure as feedback, and you begin to try again to get desired results. And then also it changes how you see effort. You begin to see effort as a pathway to mastery, not just what it initially or you originally would think it is. So now we are going to talk about some examples of growth mindset. Take a child, for example. A child that is learning to crawl or learning to stand or learning to walk. The child does not just fall the first time and relaxes. You see the child keeps trying and trying and trying again until they get it right. That is the growth mindset. They believe that with much effort. So it tells us that we humans are born with the ability to keep learning, ability to keep putting in the effort, right? So when you see the child coming back to practicing how to walk and they fall, practicing how to crawl and they fall, you know that they are trying to put in the effort so that they achieve desired results. Also, when a person is learning on the job, they fail, especially in the beginning. They fail at their tasks or their duties, but they keep trying again. When a new recruited employee is learning on the job and he fails, does he quit the job? No, he keeps learning, and before time goes, you see that they get better at what the tasks they are given. That is the growth mindset. Now we are going to talk about how we can cultivate the growth mindset. Number one, you replace I can't with I will. There are so many times we are faced with difficulties, strenuous tasks that easily we say I can't, this is not for me, this is beyond my capability. But growth mindset says you should tell yourself I can, I will put in the work and I will. Number two, value progress over perfection. Remember, as long as you keep moving, that is what counts. If you can fly, fine. If you cannot fly, then you run. If you cannot run, then you walk. If you cannot walk, you crawl. And even if you cannot crawl, you roll. As long as you are still moving, that is what counts. Number three, you embrace mistakes. You have to remember that above anything else, you are first human. And as long as you are human, you are bound to make mistakes at one point or the other. And when you begin to embrace mistakes, you keep trying again. And before long, you get better at what you are doing. And then the next way we can cultivate the growth mindset is to surround ourselves with like minds, growth oriented people. Expose yourself to growth oriented media, expose yourself to growth oriented books, expose yourself to growth oriented situations. You can't expect to be with people who easily accept failure and you expect to do it differently. It does not work like that. But when you are exposed to like minds, they challenge you to do better. And then lastly, practice patience. You should understand that growth takes time. Growth does not happen overnight, especially organic growth. It takes time. Once you give yourself the time to grow, you begin to see improvements over time. So, the good thing about the growth mindset is that it can be developed, it can be cultivated with effort, conscious efforts over time. So, the next time you find yourself saying, I can't, you quickly remind yourself that I am going to learn and I will. So, once you say, I can't, quickly add yet. Why? Because you are going to take on actions that will consciously cultivate your growth mindset. So thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and share with a friend and subscribe. Thank you so much for being with me today. See you next time. Bye.